This video is about one of my animal communication mentors, the fur kid buddies who inspire me, Bianca. Yeah, hello. Say hello to Bianca. Anyways, Bianca has been with me for 14 years now. And I'm very, very grateful that we've been able to share this life together. In fact, I am so fond of Bianca that I've asked her to come back to me 3 times now. It's not her usual job to assist me with the videos. Usually Arthur does it and she wants to go. She just wants a quick intro. Say bye. When she's done, she's done. Anyways, so what I did years and years ago is when Bianca's predecessor, Silver, went missing, I asked her to come back to me. So in this video, I'm going to discuss how we arranged it, and I'll also give you some tips on how to ask an animal to come back if you want to. Hi, I'm Arinda. I'm an animal communicator and animal communication coach. I've also written a book, The Delight Method of Animal Communication. It feels a bit weird to call Bianca my fur kid because in dog years, she's actually granny. She's 14 years old in human years, which is 72 years in dog years. This life is the 3rd time that she's come back. I just keep on asking her to come back because there's such a strong bond between us. She is my doggy soulmate. I've lost her young twice before, so I'm so grateful that she's remained with me for a lifetime this time. The first time I lost Bianca, her name was Silver for a very specific reason. And then she asked for her name to be changed to Bianca. I'll explain all of that in a minute. It happened when I was out horse riding, and I was almost home when I heard Bianca yelp. And I jumped off my horse immediately to go and look for her, but she just disappeared. I searched for her day and night, and friends and neighbors came to help me, and we were literally searching right through the night. And then my animal communication buddy and friend Barbara came to help on the Tuesday. I had called in 3 animal communicators to help me look for Bianca. I resonated very much, particularly with one person, Miranda. And then the Tuesday night, about 10 p.m., she called me and she said, Bianca, Silver at the time, was in a coma and she actually wanted to go. And the only reason she was staying was because I was holding on to her spiritually and emotionally. So I took the difficult decision, but I knew I had to do it, and I let Silver go. And then I went back home with Barbara, and Barbara kind of started my thoughts going along the lines of, why don't I ask Silver to come back? And how she came back to me is a story with the most wonderful and almost unbelievable synchronicity. In fact, it was actually quite miraculous. Hang on to find out what happened. So initially I got Silver from Reiki, who was a Yorkie breeder, and she raised the puppies in the house with her. And she followed them throughout their lives. So I thought I should let Reiki know. And I thought perhaps we could console each other. When I phoned her, she said, come over that evening. She said, there are some lovely puppies here and they can cheer you up. I explained to Reiki that I'm not interested in puppies right now. I was going to wait for Silver to reincarnate and come back to me. I'd also asked the animal communicator to get in touch with Silver and ask her if she's willing to come back. So that evening in my car on my way to see Reiki, I thought I would try and tune into Silver. I asked her, are you there? I heard her answer me loud and clear, and I felt her loving presence. And then I had an impulse and I said, what would you like your name to be when you came back? She answered me very clearly, Bianca. I was gobsmacked. It's not really a name that I would choose for a doggy, but I thought, well, let me just check. And I said, excuse me, did you hear you right? And she was laughing. I will never forget that laughter. And she said, it sounded as delicate as a bell. And she said, yes, Bianca. I think it would have been entirely reasonable for her to have gotten a bit exasperated with me at that stage. But her laughter was just sweet and loving. So I actually asked her once more, and she answered the 3rd time, and she said yes. She wanted the name to be Bianca. So I thought, okay, She's going to think I'm spiritually deaf if I ask again. I'm just going to accept it, and her name will be Bianca. With that exchange with Bianca, I actually felt that the grief was sitting on my heart like a boulder, like a heavy rock. And after we chatted, I just felt that grief lift and go away like a boulder rolling away. It was amazing. The grief was just gone. And then this is where the synchronicity started kicking in. Immediately after that, I got a call from the animal communicator, Lorinda, and she said to me she'd gotten in touch with Silver, and Silver said she is absolutely delighted to come back. In fact, she was jumping up and down. And I laughed when she explained that image to me, because I said to her, yes, Silver is a great jumper. Silver loved jumping up and down and on things and so on. So if you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. And also there's a link where you can subscribe to my newsletter. That way you get notified of more videos like this. So when I got to Reiki, she offered me some lovely chamomile tea in the kitchen. And just spending some time with her and telling her what happened really soothed me and calmed me. But Reiki kept asking me, hey, would you like to come and have a look at the puppies? And I said, no. I'm loyal to Bianca now. I will wait for her to reincarnate. And I explained to Reiki that we were looking for the 3 toes covered with silver hair on her left hind leg. Anyways, but about the 3rd time that Reiki said to me, come and look at the puppies, I thought, oh well, let me just go and have a look. Reiki's going to keep asking me to go and look at the puppies. So I went with Reiki to the puppy room, and guess what happened? There were 3 puppies. One came to me immediately and jumped up to be picked up. I picked her up and I cuddled her against my shoulder. It felt absolutely wonderful. Reiki got a bit impatient. She said, just look at her hind legs. And I thought, and I just kept on cuddling the puppy. And Reiki said, Marona, just look at the left hind foot. And that got my attention. And I looked and I couldn't believe my eyes. My jaw dropped. The 3 toes on her left hind leg were covered with silver white hair. That was just so amazing. And then I just felt, wow, this is the sign. I've got my beloved silverback, now named Bianca. On the one hand, I was in shock, and on the other hand, I was just completely overjoyed. Now, there's another amazing part of the story which really displays major synchronicity. Reiki is quite a well-known breeder of Yorkies. People know how much she cares for them, and she raises them in the house with her. And usually then people book the puppies even before they're born. And so then, after I'd seen the white hair on Bianca's left hind leg, Reiki told me the story. Bianca had been booked even before birth, and at that stage she was 8 weeks old. And Bianca's new family was on their way to Reiki to come and collect Bianca when their car broke down. So Reiki was getting worried because she was expecting them at a certain time, and when she didn't hear from them, she was really concerned. After a while, she got a phone call, and it was from them. And they said their car had broken down on their way to Reiki's place to come and collect Bianca. And the cost for repairing the car was, guess, exactly the amount that Bianca would cost. So they had to make a tough call, and they decided they had to fix the car. And they said to Reiki, please find Bianca a good home. We can't afford her anymore. So on the very same day that Silver told me she wanted to come back, and she told me that she wanted her name to be Bianca, just miraculously people couldn't get this puppy anymore. Which puppy? The puppy with the silver hair on her left hind leg. I just thought that was completely and utterly miraculous. Right, my mission in life is to make animals happy. So if you would like a free PDF, 5 magic ideas to improve your dog's happiness right now, just click on the link below this video.